Alright, so this evening we are making another special treat, which is really good chocolate chip cookies, but they're a little bit different than your plain normal chocolate chip cookies. These have white chocolate chips as well, and walnuts, and a special ingredient, which you will see when I add it, that makes them really soft and chewy. So let's start with the first steps. Our first steps is our butter, 2 types of sugar, and vanilla extract we're going to mix into the bowl. So we need 2 cups of butter, or 2 sticks. I'm sorry, that's not 2 cups. Yeah, that is 2 cups, isn't it? Yeah. No, is it 1 cup? 1 cup. 2 sticks, but it's 1 cup of butter. I got confused because these are just little sticks. They're just 1/4 cup sticks. Alright. Okay, so there's our butter. Now we need 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Brown sugar, you can pack it in a little bit. So this is a 1/4 cup. So we'll need 3 of them. Oops. And 1 more. It's kind of hard to do it. Oh my goodness, that's way too much. It's definitely not advisable to pour it out of a jar. Okay, so there was the 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Now we need 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. This will be easy to get out. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now we need a little bit of vanilla as well. 1 teaspoon. So just a dash. I don't have a teaspoon, but I'm just going to dash a little bit like so. Okay. There we go. Now, want to see what it looks like before we mix it? There you go. Now come over here and we'll mix it. Okay, now can you see it? We'll start it off slow. The butter wasn't all the way softened, so that's why it's not mixing that well, but it'll get soft here in a second. We'll just leave it at that speed for a minute. It was flinging butter out. I got it. I'll put it back in. Okay, so now look, it's a lot. The butter really is smoothed out and everything. Now this is when we add our 2 eggs. 2 eggs. I'll just set it right now. Okay. And 1 more egg. And then we're going to mix again. Okay. Now, put it back in here. Now, can you see it? Here it goes to mix again. Started off slow. We'll work our way up to the next speed. Okay, let's get in really nice and mixed up here. Okay. Now we will add our dry ingredients. Alright, so now our dry ingredients are 2 1/4 cup of flour. So we'll get this out of here. And these are, I have a cup. So this is 1 cup. And 2 cups. And then we'll just need a little bit more for a quarter cup. Okay. Okay. That was a little bit more, so okay. That was 2 1/4 cup of flour, and also we're going to put the ingredients and the directions in the description below for the video so you don't have to memorize everything I'm putting in. A teaspoon of salt. Nope, sorry, that wasn't salt. That was baking powder. I mean baking soda. This is the salt. So a teaspoon of baking soda. We've been baking a lot today, and it's getting late in the day, so I'm not really with it. A dash of salt. Maybe a little bit more than a dash. 1 teaspoon, I believe. 1 teaspoon of salt. That's probably more like that. Okay. And the pudding. Now, this is our secret ingredient. Instant vanilla pudding. Makes them chewy and soft and delicious after they are baked. Must use instant though. Okay, we've accidentally, not on purpose, we use regular, cooking type of vanilla pudding, and it does not work the same. So it has to be instant, and it will tell you that on the box. And you want the whole packet in there like that. Now we are going to stir it again. I would definitely say I don't know why this is spelled out like that. Okay. Whoa! Wrong way. Okay. Okay. Alright, so now we have our cookie dough mixed before we add in the specialty items. So, the specialty items for this is chocolate chips, of course, semi-sweet chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, and chopped walnuts. So, the other trick to these delicious cookies is, so the first one was the instant vanilla pudding, and our second trick is, for these specialty items, definitely put a lot of them in it. It makes them delicious. Less specialty ingredients, they're not as good because you're mostly just going to have the dough, the batter. So, definitely a lot of these. So we're going to use all of these chopped walnuts, which probably was I don't know, look at it, 1.5 cups maybe of chopped walnuts. But of course, it can be your preference. If you don't like nuts or can't have nuts, don't add nuts, just add the chocolate chips. This would definitely be 2 cups of white chocolate chips because this is a pint and 2 cups is a pint. I'm going to stir this up a little bit though before I add the chocolate chips. And then we're just using our hand and a spoon to stir up an additive. You don't want to use a mixer because it won't really be good for it. And we are preheating our oven while we'll be mixing the additives to 350 degrees. And then that is what they will bake at. And now for the chocolate chips, now this was a big bag of chocolate chips, and this is how much we have left in it. So I'm not going to probably use all of these. I'll probably use like half or something. I'm going to stir those in and we'll see what it looks like. And if we want to add more, we can add more. Can you see it? So I'm going to stir it. Like so. And like I said, these are so delicious. They are absolutely one of my very most favorite cookies. And when my husband makes them for me, I eat them all. And then I get sick, so don't eat them all at once. But these are my weakness for sure. Okay, so what do we think? It looks like there's a lot of good specialty items in there. So I think that we're going to be good with that. So now what we do is, unfortunately, I don't have a baking sheet because we did a lot of baking and one of our baking sheets kind of got messed up, and today we've been baking a lot of other things, so we're using all of our other baking sheets and pans for other things. So this was our last thing today, so I have to just use these small pans, which is okay. We just can't put as many on there at once. But now, so what you're going to do now is after your specialty items are mixed in, you're just going to take your spoon and dollop, depending on how big you want your cookie, I'm kind of just going to do medium. So I just kind of go like that with it and just set it down. So it doesn't have to be flat, it doesn't have to be round, just kind of in the middle. I don't like humongous cookies, I just kind of like medium cookies. So, and make sure you get those specialty ingredients in the batter for sure. They're going to kind of go up. They're not really going to spread out too much when they're baked. They will a little bit, of course. So you do want to leave room in between them. Of course, like I said, it's hard using these small pans, but that's okay. And actually, the more I look at this, really we probably could have used some more chopped walnuts. That really wasn't a lot of chopped walnuts for this much batter. So in this batch, we're not going to have as many nuts as we would have if we had more chopped walnuts. So I guess I can go get some really quick. We do have them. All right, I'll be right back, okay? All right, so we just went to the pantry, and actually these are our own farm fresh black walnuts we're going to add. So I'm just going to use about half of them. So these are directly from our farm. So that's really special. And that will give them a really delicious taste. It's going to be these are going to be so good. I'm going to have to be really strong and not eat all of them. All right, here we go. Okay, so these are probably, well, I could probably fit one more over there. Okay, there we go. So now here, this is what they look like. Like I said, they're going to go into the oven at 350 degrees. I believe it's about 8 minutes is a good number, because another trick, I'm going to give you a third trick to really fabulous cookies. Do not overcook them. Do not overbake them. Even though they may not look done, they will still cook once you take them out. So you want the glossy to be gone, but right after the glossy sheen is gone, take them out. Because even though, like I said, it might not look golden brown, it might not look, it's going to cook longer. And then if you overcook it, they'll be dry. They're not going to be chewy and moist. So third tip, do not overbake your cookies. So this is so they're going to go in the oven. And then, okay. All right. So now that first batch of cookies that we just made came out of the oven. It took a little longer than 8 minutes, probably 9, a little more than 9, maybe 9.5 minutes, until the gloss and the shiny came off of the cookies. But as you can see, you might say to yourself, that doesn't really look done. But trust me, they are done, and they are delicious. And so I'm going to take these ones off of this pan, and then I will taste one for you all, because they are, what's better than a warm chocolate chip cookie right out of the oven? I don't know much that is better than that. And especially these type of chocolate chip cookies are so delicious. So I'm going to take this one under here, or just part of it, I guess. They kind of, when they're warm, they kind of fall apart. Okay. Very delicious, like I said. And those black walnuts really gave it a really nice kick to it. Really, because black walnuts are a little bit different, but that really was a really great additive. to these cookies. So I think next year, or next time we make them, we're going to use those black walnuts better than those other walnuts. It gives it a really good taste. So thanks for watching. Please enjoy this recipe with your family and friends, and let us know if you make them and how you enjoy them. Thanks for watching. Bye.